My 42 female husband, 44 male, wants to stay friends with the person he cheated with. Where to go from here? About 3 months ago, my husband confessed to me to having an affair with someone he has known since school. She has always been a close friend of his. The affair lasted almost 2 years, and he was very conflicted with whether he wanted to give up on our marriage or stay and work on it. We have been together over 20 years and have 3 young children. I did not want to give up on it and encouraged him to stay. He stayed, and although his reasons for staying are the children, we both have been working hard on rebuilding a new relationship. We began marriage counseling, and we have a deeper communication with one another. I have been initiating more intimacy, and things seem to be going well. From our first marriage counseling sessions, he talked about his feelings for his affair partner, saying he loves her and that he would like for her to still play some part in his life. The marriage counselor says that while he has feelings for her, it wouldn't be appropriate. I thought with time he would simply forget about her and shift focus to what's important, i.e. his family, his wife. But last week he brought her up again and wanted to know if he can reconcile with her and have a friendship with her. I said I wasn't ready. I'm hoping to stall this until he stops asking. He said he understood that it might be too soon. I am worried if I never allow him to speak to her, he might just start talking to her behind my back. Though currently he seems so committed to being honest with me, but that could change with time as his guilt for cheating begins to fade. As I said, his main reason for staying are the kids, but I'm keen on having a strong relationship with us. That can be possible if she is reintroduced into his life. His feelings for her will probably come floating back if they have gone at all. I don't understand how he can't see that. I don't know whether continually blocking him will breed resentment over time. I'm sorry, but that's actually very, very sad. And yeah, that's actually very sad. Like at first, initially when I read the story, like I heard the story somewhere and I wasn't really giving it much of a thought. And then when I screenshot it, I didn't really read it because I was like, let me read it from my from my YouTube. But now that I'm actually sitting here reading it, I feel so bad for OP. Wow, that's because she never once mentioned she's staying for the kids. It sounds like she genuinely loves him. And for someone you genuinely love and spent 20 years with, to be obsessed with someone else is crazy. Anyways, update. I brought up in a recent counseling session that I found it triggering that my husband, still wanted some form of relationship with his affair partner after all the damage she has caused our family. My husband's response was that whilst he understood that, he was still keen that in time he would be able to. All the advice our counselor offered was that whilst my husband had these feelings for his affair partner, it would not be inappropriate. I guess that implies that if his feelings for his affair partner fades down to being just platonic, that would be alright. I wasn't too happy with her suggestion and not sure why she made that suggestion. Later that evening, I checked through my husband's phone, something which I have never done before. He had messaged his affair partner a few days before, giving details of what was discussed in marriage counseling. He said to her he was still fighting to have a friendship with her. She had replied back saying that if he was committed to repairing his marriage, he probably shouldn't be bringing her up as it would hinder any progress we would be making. To which he replied he would spend the rest of his life asking until she says yes. AP affair partner didn't respond to that. I always find it weird how women get so upset at the other woman, but imagine your husband telling another woman this, and she's telling him to work on your marriage and he's running after her, but in your mind you think that, oh, this woman is trying to take my man and ruin my family. Like, how delusional. I mean, I feel bad for OP, of course, but yeah, let me continue. I have to add that the recent message he has sent was the only one that had been sent over the last 12 weeks. I know he could have been sending messages and then deleting, but then why leave the most recent one? He could have deleted that one too. Apart from the feelings he has for his affair partner, still things with my husband are going well. We have more intimacy and we are spending more time together as a couple. It's just the feelings for his affair partner that are causing an issue. Our marriage counselor has cautioned us and explained that if his feelings for her are still just as strong a year into recovery, we may need to rethink whether this is worth saving. My husband cheated long term and is insisting on having some form of friendship with the person he cheated with. Basically, she's asking, what should she do? Yeah, I feel like I can't really say much because love makes people delusional. And OP might be delusional just a tad bit because this man does not want her. I don't know what other way he could possibly say, I do not want you. He cheated for 2 years, wasted 20 years of marriage, wasted, what do you call, try to split his family apart, broke his wife's heart. Now he's talking about, imagine a man crying for another woman in front of you. I'm going to choke someone to death because what the hell, that's so rude and disrespectful. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think this is a bit crazy, but people, like, the more you read these stories or the more you hear people talk, like, the crazier people get. Like, I am so glad I'm not this delusional. I mean, yeah, I feel bad for OP. To love someone who doesn't love you is crazy and it's sad, but I'm not going to save a marriage with a man who is crying and is upset and sad for another woman. I don't know what to tell you, but I will never do that.